Hello everyone, Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. I'm just sitting out here in my backyard. It's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain soon, but it's cooler than it was yesterday, so I'm enjoying it. Starting to rain on me, so I might have to take this inside. I've been curious about what's going on in the Democratic Party. It seems so strange to me that the people who sort of we associate with, rooting for the Democrats, rooting for the little guy. And these people aren't little guys. They have a lot of money, a lot of them through the entertainment industry. And, this is, you always think that this is like a conservative trope about the coastal elites and all this other stuff. But it seems to me that Joe Biden is, or has become, I think has become, and maybe always was, a man of the people. And he played the game for 50 years, and he beat Donald Trump, and will most likely beat Donald Trump again, at least as far as I can tell. And now these elites are... these Democratic elites are calling for him to step down. And the question is, well, why would they do that if they're for the people? Because Joe has been a really good president for the people. Okay, hold on. I'll be back. I have to move. Just to show you that I was sitting there a second ago and now it's pouring. Pretty apt for this reading, I think. Let me set myself up by my desk. Okay, so I am at my desk. It is pouring outside. So I had to come in here, which is okay because actually it's easier to do cards sitting at this desk than it is sitting on my lounge chair in the backyard. So I wanted to pull some cards. I have my theories about this. We kind of spoke about this a little bit, I think, on our Mystic Sisters live. That was this time on Ona's channel, Ona's Tarot. You can check that out if you haven't seen it. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about a little bit of Epstein stuff and the like, but that's not what this reading is about. Why are the Democratic elite stepping back from Joe Biden and holding money, saying we're not going to, unless you back down, unless you back away from this, you were supposed to be a one-term president kind of thing. You are not, we're not going to give you the money. And as I said, as far as I can tell, Joe Biden's been one of the best presidents for the people in our history. So, okay, we start with the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. This is about agreements. About sharing a cup, but in an equal way. It's about relationships, so there's a relationship issue here. All right, crossed by the Queen of Pentacles. Of course, this is the money. This is the money being held back. This is the money being held back. That's the crossing card. Underneath it all, the victory card. The victory card. So what's at stake is the victory. The victory. The victory of Joe Biden, perhaps, in the past. We have the Princess of Swords. The Princess of Swords. It's like there's a spy in the camp. It's interesting. I don't watch a lot of readers because I don't want their readings to influence what I what I can bring forth. I try to use the people. Well, I do listen to a couple of readers, so I can't lie, and I wouldn't lie, right? But Susan Lynn spoke of this Trojan horse kind of thing, that the Republicans, there was a Trojan horse among the Republicans, but there was also a Trojan horse among the Democrats. And I feel like this is that energy. This is a spy in the camp, in the past, a spy in the camp. Let's see what's in the sky. The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords. This is about a break in the action. It's very possible that, just getting out of this conspiratorial mind frame that I seem to be in right now, this could simply be that they're concerned about his health. They're concerned about his health, which comes down to being more concerned about Kamala Harris, right? But we'll see. We'll see. In the immediate future, we have the Strength card. We have the Strength card. Again, that brings up the issue of strength and health, and can they go the distance? Can he go the distance? In the how it's seen from the outside, we have the Two of Pentacles. It seems like a money issue. It comes down to a money issue, I think, but that's how people are seeing it. And in the immediate future, we have the Princess of, in the domestic situation, we have the Princess of Pentacles. The Princess of Pentacles. Now, I would see the Princess of Pentacles as the common people donating to Joe's campaign and the like. So I don't think that that's why they're doing it, so that the common people can donate more money, because money is not money doesn't matter to them. It matters to Joe and getting his, especially if they're holding back money. So in a way, it would really be indicating a sort of a grassroots support for Joe. If he was able to overcome this challenge, I think. Let's see, hopes and fears. The Six of Cups. This is this is about people getting their needs met. People getting their needs met. It's also a Sun and Scorpio card, which is Joe. And it in the system I use, this is the number 46, which is Joe's presidency. He is the 46th president. In the outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. So, and I'm going to see if I can pick let's see if I can get a major arcane. I'll just pick a couple. Okay, the moon. The moon. Okay, yes. Obfuscation. So really, really, this I feel this is not a Democrat-Republican thing. This is not, it's in a way it is a Trump-Biden thing, because I think it's what they represent. Whether or not, this is actually who they are. I feel Trump represents the elite. The billionaires. He has called himself a billionaire for how long? But even though he's not, he's a con artist. And Joe is calling himself a man of the people. And in their ways, Joe has made things better for the people, and Trump has made things better for the elite. So they do sort of represent that. And that is what this speaks to me of. The reason that the moneyed elite who call themselves Democrats, or who believe in democratic principles, and I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying that they're fakers, but they're rich. And once you're rich, the game sort of changes. And you feel like because you're rich, you have the power. And of course, the Supreme Court is making sure that's true. So it really is, in its way, the elite versus the people. And that's very much Pluto in Aquarius energy, guys, right? So at the time of the election, from September 1st to Joe Biden's birthday, the 20th of November. Sorry, Joe. Uh-oh. Fire her, right? Okay. Pluto is going to move back into Capricorn. And it really is about the elite, but perhaps not the moneyed elite as much as it is the energy of figuring out how we're going to structure our future. Are we going to structure it in the hierarchical 1-2 people at top and everybody else at the bottom, or are we going to even things out and make it more equitable? And I do think that Joe is the equitable candidate and Trump is not. Now, whether Trump survives this, who knows? Whether Joe survives this, I mean, we're about to have a conjunction of Mars and Uranus, which you can't. It's unexpected things. It'll be opposite Joe Biden's sun, so he will have sudden, sort of out of nowhere, ground-shaking opposition to himself, to his values, Venus, to his mind. Everybody's questioning Joe's mind. And again, I just want to bring out that it's not just one person. Joe is the head of a whole group of people. He has a cabinet. And he is somebody who works through consensus. That's his thing. So he's getting the view of the people in his cabinet, as if to say, this is what is needed, this is where we need to go. He's listening to more than one person. And I don't know who Trump... I guess Trump is listening to Trump, but I don't think they're listening to Trump. I think Trump is a front man, a carnival barker for the people who are really pulling the strings, right? And those are pretty much, the usual characters, I think. But it's the unusual characters that we're seeing with the Democrats. Like, wait a minute. So it's, the apocalypse is happening. Things are getting uncovered. The real motivations of people are getting uncovered. Joe Biden has four planets in Scorpio. Scorpio gets down to the motivation. And whether it was his intention or not to get down to people's motivation, he surely is. He is, in his way, just like Trump is in his way, the bringer of light. The bringers of light. This pitched battle between the two old guys. One who wants to put immigrants into cage matches, like the great Roman emperors putting the slaves of the countries that they overtook in the Colosseum, or throwing in the Gnostic Christians to the lions because the Papists believed in a hierarchical form, and that's what ended up taking over the church and having all the power. It's not about God. It's about power. It always has been. And there are times, I think, when that power gets overturned by the will and the wants and the needs of the people. It happened the last time Pluto was in Aquarius. It will happen again. We also got the moon here. Did I say that? I might have said that. So the last two cards were the moon and the Ten of Pentacles. So I think what's happening is we're becoming, or perhaps we need to become aware, and maybe that's why I'm doing this reading, that it's the same game, really. The elite against the common folk. And so there are a lot more of us than there are of them. And some of these people I admire. I like George Clooney. I think he makes good movies. I've always liked his political stances on the Middle East and what we've been doing there, So, he's married, although he doesn't live in America. He lives in Italy. So whatever happens here, he's not going to be affected necessarily by that, right? Where's his skin in the game? So we're the people here, right? Underneath it all, we have the star, which is democracy. The Two of Wands, dominion. Who holds the dominion? We have Aries here, right? We have the North Node in Aries, guys. And then we have Neptune and the Hanged Man. This says to me, for dominion, we must connect with spirit. This is a time of evolution, and we need to align with our highest understanding, our highest compassion, we need to bring in the light. The light needs to be shown, and that's why I'm doing this reading. That's why many of the other readers do their readings. I've been listening to all my favorite Australians, and they watch us, and they're like, what the hell's going on in America? Are these people nuts? I want to say to all my favorite Australian readers, you know who you are, and of course you all know who I love. We see it. And the American dream really is, in its way, a dream, but the dream is changing. The dream is changing because we wake up every morning to a nightmare where children are not being fed, women do not have their rights, people are sick and not being taken care of. All the things really that Bernie stood for. So the truth is, whatever happens, we have the opposition to Biden. We also have a square to Trump. That squares Trump's Mars, and squares create crisis. So he's under a lot of different kind of pressures. Joe's under oppositional pressures, and Trump is under pressures that he doesn't even see coming. What's going to happen with that, I am not sure, actually. Because it's Uranus, you don't know. Could it propel him, further to victory? I don't see it. He's a wild card. They keep trying to control him, and every time the Republicans try to control Trump, he pulls a fast one and does his own thing. It's like playing with fire. It's like playing with dynamite in a match factory where a lot of people are smoking. That's just. And then this Mars Uranus conjunction is square the U.S. Sibley moon, the people. And it's square in such a way that while it's not exactly square, it really is a crisis in action. And so people of America are going to feel like they have to do something. They may take to the streets. They may vote, too big to, too big to rig, and the thing that Glenn Kirshner says. But I don't know, because, well, I guess it's going to happen. The people of America are fed up with not getting their needs met. When things finally start going for them, these elitists want to mess everything up. That's not really cool. And there's so much further to go. And so we will see what all that means. Probably within the next couple of months. So, guys, as I said, right? This thing, I think I've said this a couple of times. This is the energy right now. You can ride it like a roller coaster with thrills and spills. You can ride it and throw up. You can get so emotionally overwrought that you just want to put your head, you want to go take to your bed. She took to her bed. They took to their beds. Or you could take to the street. There is a place of neutrality that you can rise above all of this. And as you do that, instead of being caught in the ups and downs that is only going to get crazier, honestly, perhaps it's time to get off the ride and to stand above the ride and to take your energy and your focus and your intention and beam on this crazy world that we are living in. Beam a vision of the future. Use your imagination. And then as you do that, take daily steps to get there. Nothing happens. It's all grassroots. Bernie's known that his whole career. That's the only way we're going to get change that lasts. It has to be grassroots. These elites are playing with all their big bucks. We're going to do this and we're going to have this. And then you have the other guys going, we're going to dig and burn or do whatever and get rid of. Hey, you guys, we're here. We're living on this earth, right? We're living here now, in reality. Not in La La Land, where you made all your money, or not in raping the environment, where you made all your money. No. Life on earth. The women are going to make the difference. People can get ooh and ah. The first thought I thought when I heard that George Clooney, who I really like, said that, I was like, F him, man. That was my first thought. I still like him, though. But, No. So it comes down to money. Who has the power? And confusing us to make us think that we don't have the power. We have the power. The people have the power. Perhaps our only power is our vote at this point. And perhaps everything is rigged. And the Republicans did a great job with that. And the Democrats did a great job with that. Not as good as the Republicans. But not through sins of commission. Perhaps through sins of omission. We have the power. They have to bend to our will. We have to figure out what's most important. Oh, there's going to be a shakeup, guys. There's definitely going to be a shakeup. All right. So that's what I want to say. That's what the cards, I just, I don't do this a lot because I'm, teaching and doing readings and all of that stuff, which I love. Love, that's what I want to do. But every now and again, something niggles in my head and it has to sit there for a while and I have to do a little research. But this is what has come out on a rainy Saturday afternoon, just before Uranus and Mars conjoin. On my Venus, square my nose, square my Uranus. We'll see. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. Don't you worry about a thing. You just vote. Vote for your best interest. Take care.